Hey there, it's Stephanie Daniel, host of the Colorado Dream podcast. This season, I've been reporting on Black immigrants and refugees in Aurora. In this bonus episode, I take a look at how foreign-born entrepreneurs are turning to a unique local bank to help finance their dreams. Take a listen. Driving through Aurora, it's obvious the city is home to thousands of foreign-born residents. There are immigrant and refugee-owned businesses everywhere, like beauty and nail salons, grocery, clothing, and liquor stores, and transportation companies. They also own food trucks, like Kenyan immigrant Josphat Ombacho.
I do catering with Msosi Kenyan Cuisine.
Josphat was about 45 when he moved to Aurora with his wife and 3 kids in 2007, after winning the U.S. visa lottery. In the fall of 2022, Josphat's small, white Msosi Kenyan Cuisine food truck is parked at an outdoor mall southwest of Aurora. It's just one of many vendors selling food, crafts, jewelry, and other items. I meet up with him before the event starts.
So this is the front part of the...
He's wearing jeans, comfortable tennis shoes, and a white shirt with the food truck's logo. When I step inside the truck, I immediately get a whiff of what's on the menu.
So as you can see, we have the samosas. They're ready. Those are veggie samosas.
The samosas stay warm in stainless steel containers next to buffet pans filled with Kenyan staples like pilau rice and lentils.
We have the beef stew here, and also we have cabbage here, which is steamed cabbage with some shredded carrots.
Living in Kenya, Josphat never dreamed of owning a food truck. When he first moved to Aurora, he worked in the medical field. He and his family would go to potlucks and bring Kenyan dishes to share.
At one time, somebody told me that my food was tasty and it might get some market out there. That is why we decided to look around and see if we can get some kind of help to start off a catering business.
Josphat and his wife started their catering business in 2016 and sold food at events like Aurora's Global Fest and Taste of Colorado. Eventually, they decided to buy a food truck, but they needed some money.
We went to various banks to see if we can get a loan to buy a food truck because we didn't have enough money, and we couldn't get because our credit was low.
After getting turned down at traditional banks, he heard about CEDS Finance in Aurora, a nonprofit, federally funded small business lender. Alex Weiss is the executive director.
Our mission is all about how do we help refugees create the American dream? And we define that as financial self-sufficiency.
CEDS was established in 2009 by an Ethiopian immigrant and the state coordinator for refugee resettlement to serve refugees. The nonprofit has since expanded to include immigrants, people of color, and women who are low income. The majority of their clients are foreign-born. CEDS works with people from 35 countries. And Weiss says they generally live here for about 5 years before they apply for a loan.
It takes refugees a fair amount of time to kind of get their feet under them, have a job or two, really master English and kind of understand how to navigate by the time they're ready to start their own business.
Foreign-born residents have higher rates of entrepreneurship than those born here in the U.S. Aurora supports these business owners as part of its immigrant integration plan. The goal is to increase entrepreneurship by providing information, training, and lowering the barriers to entry. This is where lenders like CEDS come in. The nonprofit loans up to $100,000 to clients and doesn't require a minimum credit score. CEDS is also the only lender in the state that offers an Islamic-compliant loan. That's an alternative type of financing. It adds an administrative fee rather than charging interest.
How are you going to achieve financial self-sufficiency? And a lot of times business ownership is that.
CEDS has approved nearly 450 loans and will finance any business except for those in so-called sin sectors, like gambling, adult entertainment, and cannabis. One of the biggest industries their clients do work in is long-haul trucking.
I really like it, I see the beauty of the country. I go everywhere and I see everything and I like it, yeah.
Aurora resident Ermias Gurmu owns a small trucking business called Line Trucking. He hauls food across the country for big chain stores like Wal-Mart and King Soopers. During the summer of 2022, his truck broke down in California and he didn't work while it was being repaired. Ermias turned to CEDS for help.
So you're going out next week to pick up the truck in California?
I'm planning to fly.
Ermias is meeting with Senior Portfolio Officer Reed Anderson. He hasn't been able to make the monthly payments on his 3-year loan, so CEDS is modifying the agreement. He'll skip payments for a couple months to get back on track.
And then back to normal payments and then a little bit higher next year, just so that we can keep the loan in the same term, basically.
Okay.
But yeah, that's it.
It's changes like these that make CEDS unique. The nonprofit is committed to working with its clients to ensure their success. This includes helping borrowers with things like business plans, bookkeeping and marketing, as well as providing ongoing support services.
So yeah, just the signature on the last page, and I'll make a copy of that for you too, to take with you.
Ermias is a refugee from Ethiopia and has been a CEDS client since 2020. He's on his second loan.
I'm planning to get more trucks and to have some more employees to expand my company, yeah.
I reached out to Ermias a few months after this interview and found out that he'd lost his truck and couldn't keep up with his loan payments. CEDS Senior Portfolio Officer Reed Anderson says the financial institution has policies in place for when borrowers become delinquent. Back at the Msosi Kenyan Cuisine food truck, the outdoor event hasn't started yet, but Josphat Ombacho has already served a couple customers. One of them even came back to learn more about the food.
And the beans, whatever that.
Yeah, we call them lentils.
Oh, lentils. Oh,
Yeah.
They're so good.
Yeah.
They're really good.
Thank you.
I'll save it for later. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Josphat is expecting about 200 people tonight, more than he normally gets. But luckily, he's not working alone. His wife, Mabel Martini, who was a nurse at UC Health, is in the truck with him.
We are so grateful for this truck, especially this summer, the last summer that has ended. It was wonderful.
The summer of 2022 was so profitable, Josphat and Mabel were able to pay off their loan. The couple is one of more than 300 entrepreneurs CEDS has supported.
CEDS have promised to give us another loan if we are ready to go look for a restaurant or a place to sell from.
But for now, they are focused on the task at hand, serving up authentic Kenyan cuisine.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
The Colorado Dream Newcomers Welcome is a production from KUNC. This bonus episode was written and reported by me, Stephanie Daniel. Editing by Sean Corcoran. This season's theme song was composed by Jason Paton. To learn more about Josphat, Mabel, Ermias, and CEDS Finance and see photos, go to kunc.org/Colorado Dream or check out the show notes for a link.